What's up? We are back with more Oshinoko. This is season 2, episode 12. In the last episode, we had a beautiful kana day. I mean, it was like half kana, half akane. Like, if they need to give us half an episode of kana, it's almost like they want to drag us back with half an episode of akane. Not to say, I don't mean that in a derogatory way to Akane. Akane is an incredible person and an amazing character. But, like, obviously, I love kana and I just want kana content, and then as soon as we get kana content, it's almost like it pushes the shit back. Although, to be fair, the akane part of the episode was them breaking up, so that helps, I guess, a little bit. But it was a great episode, and Akane seemed to figure out at the end a loophole to this whole thing that Aqua hasn't seen, because Aqua subconsciously wants all of this to be over and done with. And so, like, missed something obvious within the story. So, yeah, anyway, we're going to jump into Oshinoko Season 2, Episode 12. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction. You can also get early access, exclusive videos, and all the content from my Jent Watches One Piece channel. So if you like One Piece, go and check that out. Let's jump into this, Season 2, Episode 12 of Oshinoko. Oh, Serena, right? I was gonna say Sabrina, but I think it's Serena. Get back to your fucking bed. Whoa! That's fun. So that was her memory losing. I forgot they were shitty singers. Oh, this is ominous. The lighting here is scary. Anemone monemone. What? Look at her hair. So cool. Like her cap has little horns on it. That's funny. Already her trip is ruined. Aww. This is cute. You don't know how insane Akane is. Oh, Ruby's so sweet. And Kana's gonna blow a gasket. Oh! Wait, that's so much sadder than just seeing her angry. That's they can't just show her crying like that. That's so upsetting. Oh. Ah! Ah! Oh. So far this episode's fucking cute. She's got a crazy style. Is that a huge crow, or is that just a smaller statue than I thought? I'm taking in this woman's character design a lot. It's crazy. And now Kana looks excited again. Oh my god. Off to work. And leave Akane and Aqua alone. Well, he knows there's some paranormal shit going on because he was reincarnated. Oh shit. She like is prepared with so many drugs. Oh, that's a good sort of cover for it, I guess. Yeah, have you heard of this doctor? It would have been a long fucking time ago.
そうですか。
Yeah, so he just went missing. Oh. Oh shit.
ちょっと探し物。茜は中で待って。
This is scary. You don't want to die here twice.
こんな獣道。
この辺のはず。
Oh, don't stand on that cliff, man. This is so
茜、
dangerous.
例えばの話だけど。
アクアくん、昔飼ってた犬を探しにこんなところまで。可愛いと
Close.
ころあるな。
Man, this episode's got all sorts of shit going
う
on.
ん、私だし、勝手についてきてるだけだ。
Yeah, she's like, let's go wherever you want. And he takes her to the most boring places imaginable.
酸化危機的出血。
Well, I mean, if you're saying that you were friends
子供
with
ができたことを親に
him,
隠してて、自宅で一人で
but he
産んだ
died before you were
出血が
born.
多すぎた。
Oh.
結局最後まで拭いきれなかった。
Jeez, that's so much trauma in this one guy.
好きな小説に出てくる医者がかっこよくてさ、
Oh.
憧れだったんだけど。
それでも本当に親なのか。母親ってのは。そういう。
So he's had a lot of hang-ups about parents for his whole life.
よく懐いてた。
その時のガチャで。
ずっとだ。
This is so sad. This episode goes all over the place.
もしかしたら、それ以上の意味がある
Oh
のかもだ
fuck.
けど。
踊りパートとドラマパートに分けて撮ることが多いでしょ。
Makes sense. Don't look directly at the
メインはダンスの演
camera.
奏で尺を稼ぐけど、しなきゃいけないのよ。
I do like
カナ
that
ちゃんも
when
カメラ
videos just show them hanging out.
へえ、いい
She's such a good actress.
カメラマンに助手、照明、美術や衣装、
God
メイクにもろもろ。
is getting over the flusteredness
人数は
that she
10
was
と
a
か
second
20に
ago.
なるわよ。こんな金にならないグループにこれだけ出してくれる社長に感謝しなさいよ。
It's true. Oh, I loved
アイドルの撮
Miyako
影
smile there as
50万
well.
くらいで作ったりするこ
She
と
was
もあるって
appreciative of that.
話だ
So
けど。
cute.
未成年は深夜22時以降
So she gets to do it
未
last.
成年じゃない私はど深夜に撮影しちゃうから観光してきたみたいね。
Oh,
衣装いい
nice
でしょ。
outfit.
ルビーが好きそうな。
Oh,
全然ダメ。
Akane.
そうだった。揉めなきゃいいけど。
Akane, I can't bring you here if you're gonna fight.
何よ。
But are you gonna make sure she's cuter? Yeah.
何リボンだらしなくつけてどういうつもり？見え張っても知れないけどベルト締めすぎてシワになってる。9大点程度じゃない？かなちゃん、かなちゃん。
Oh, that's adorable.
私、可愛い。
Yes.
まあ、9大点はあるんじゃね。
He did the same pose.
かなちゃんはアイドルとして売れそう？
Depends on Ruby.
か。
Ruby will make her
じゃあこ
successful.
の間、かなちゃんから自慢されたよ。アクアくんとブラジリア
Of
ン
course
バー
she
ベキュー
bragged
に行って
about
きたって。最低限個室を予約してあげてほしい。アイドルって一度の炎上が致命
I
傷
mean,
なん
she's
だから
right,
さ
but I liked the date.
やっぱ
I hate idol culture.
この辺ちょっと緩いから。
最
And
悪の
then,
場合、
yep, that might happen.
アイ
Which is, oh my god, they redrew it with Kana. Oh, I hate that.
ネムは成年してるから居残りね。
はい、私は18歳です。あかねお姉ちゃんと同じ部屋がいいな。
I love Ruby because
俺
she's
は
so
もう少し見学
cuddly.
していくから。
アクアくん妹思いだな。
As a person who hugs people a lot in real life, I love characters that also hug people a lot.
このクソカラス、焼き鳥。
Oh my god!
だから言ったのに。
We haven't heard Ruby do something like that in ages.
宿宿の人に謝ろう。迷子になっちゃう
Yeah,
よ。
careful.
大丈夫。あの場所は私にとっ
I
ても
always
大
forget
事な
that
場所だよ。
Ruby and Aqua don't know that about each other, you know?
入らない？
They don't know that they
い
were
やー
both
それはちょっと
in that hospital
私
before
は
they
得
died.
意。ちょっとある。そうなんだ。私でよかったら教えるよ。
This is so
でもまず
adorable.
は
I love these two
アイドル
hanging
一
out.
本やりき。先生、
That's so sad.
ねえ、あかねちゃんは
Oh
年の差って
no.
いくつまでいける人？頑張って生きようだなんて思わなかった。アイドルに関係ないよね。
A little gap.
なんなら私も協力する
It's
か
not quite a little
ら。で
gap.
も、お方女性トラブルでとんずらこいただけだと思うけど。私が何度好き、結婚しようって言ってものらりくらりかわしてさ。
Oh my god.
心の裏に空間が。
That's so creepy.
戻って。
Oh my god.
死体だよ。
Oh my god.
悪意。お医者さん違う。違うよ。だって
She found the body.
先生は。
Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh god, this ED has never been more relevant. I love this ED. It's so good. It gets me emotional. Oh shit! Oh my gosh, that wasn't always there, I don't think. So the end of that ED had the I fan for all eternity thing in the crow's mouth. Surely that wasn't there. I don't think that was there originally. So that's something new that they added to the ED for this episode, I guess. That's really fucking cool. I love when EDs change. Yeah, this shot right here. I love when EDs change their fucking ED. I like when openings and endings change as the show goes on. I think it's like you can do some really creative shit with that, and not enough shows take advantage of that. But really, so many shows should. There's so many small things you can do like that. I mean, assuming that wasn't always there, I feel like I would have remembered it if it was always there. So assuming that wasn't always there, like that is really effective because it's like we just have this Ruby centered episode where she discovers the body of fucking Aqua, you know, Aqua's old life. And she like, and you know, we have that whole thing of her following the crow and the like learning about the I fan for all eternity pin, whatever. And we have all of that happen, and then we have a Ruby based ED, which I pay more attention to. I mean, I've been watching it every time because, like, first of all, I watch the endings of every anime basically every time. Although sometimes I'm not fully paying attention to it, you know. I'll just have the music going while I'm checking something on my phone or something sometimes. But a lot of the time I do try to take in what the ED actually is doing as many times as I can throughout the season. And in this one, like, I start taking it in because I'm like, okay, this was a Ruby focused episode and I'm feeling emotional because of the stuff with Ruby this episode, so I'm gonna pay attention to this Ruby focused ending. And then once my guard's down and I'm watching that, bam, it like comes in with a change to the ending. It works so well. I think when they take those emotions you're feeling, because you'll feel the emotion and then you'll hit the ending and it'll like play the ending, right? And then as the ending's going on, maybe that emotion might fade a little bit. If they can make it stab you again one more time before it ends, it really works for me. Like MHA, in season 6 of MHA, there's several moments that are like big emotional moments of the season, right? And in the first ending of season 6, there's one section of the ED that it will change a little bit a few times in the season based on something that happened in that episode. And it's in like the emotional climax of the ED, like sort of when they transition into the chorus. It shows, like, it normally just shows, I'm not going to spoil what happens in the show, but it normally just shows like the main villain and the main character like looking off into the distance. But then if there's a character that like dies in the season or has like a sad moment in the season, the ED in that time, instead of showing the villain and hero like looking off into the distance, it will show, like, it'll focus on that character and really drive home how sad it is. And like I just think that's like it only requires them to change, like they'd have to draw 2 images, you know, like they do very little, but it for me is super effective at like touching my heart. So I love when shows do that. Anyway, great episode. As I said, it was an episode that went all over the place. Like it had the cutest moments and the saddest moments, like back to back to back. I think like this episode had so many cute moments in it though, to me, because as I said in the episode, I am a very physically affectionate person sometimes. And I love hugs with people. I just love hugs. I think hugs are great, right? And I in this episode loved how many hugs there were, mostly because of Ruby is incredible and a very physically affectionate person, and I love that. I love seeing Ruby and Akane meet, and immediately Ruby's like grabbing her hands and holding her like that, and complimenting her, and then like later in the episode she's like cuddling up with her because she's so excited to like get closer to Akane, and that bit partway through the episode where they're like, we're lucky that Miyako is you know, that we have a studio that's putting so much money into us despite the fact that we're not popular. And she immediately goes like, Miyako, I love you. She like runs up to her and cuddles her. And then you have that like smile on Miyako's face, which like makes me want to cry. I wonder if I can find it real quick, because I absolutely adore shit like that. Because Miyako, man, she's just one of the most precious characters in this show. Like she's just like such a good oh, I found it. There it is. It's so adorable. She's such a good character. She's so sweet, and obviously like had such a great turnaround from like at the very start of the show she was like extremely selfish and whatever, but then in the course of one episode had like a full redemption, and then now is like the most incredible mum ever. And this is adorable. It's my favorite thing ever. Like Miyako is just such a great character, and seeing Ruby like truly appreciate her is also amazing. Also early in the episode, I mean, how dare they have like the classic joke of like Kana's so excited for this trip, and then she finds out Akane is coming and she's angry again. But then they make it not just like it's a joke, and it's funny as an audience when she's like really pouty and angry about it. Like that's just something funny to watch. But then when she's like legitimately, they pan over to her and she's crying, that's fucking depressing. Like I don't laugh at that anymore. I'm just really, really upset. Cause like when I think about it like that, and I mean it's good that the show does that because it makes her character not just a joke. But like she really, really was excited for this, and whenever I watch stuff like that, it brings me back to when I was a kid, and there's, you know, horrible, sad things that have happened in my life, but this is unironically, this makes me sound stupid, but this is genuine. What I look back to most that makes me like realize, like feel sad and realize how sad I could have been at some points, is I will look back to moments in my childhood where I was excited to, I don't know, see a friend, like go to a friend's house for a sleepover, or go to a party or something, and then I find out that I can't do that. And I'm a kid, and for a kid, that's like the worst thing that can ever happen to you. Like when you are excited to go to your friend's house and then it doesn't happen, or you're excited to go to a party and then for some reason it doesn't happen, or you're excited to play this certain game for like all night with your friend and then something happens. And like I genuinely look back at those moments and I still feel sad when I'm like, oh, I was gonna go to my friend's house for a sleepover and we were gonna play GoldenEye all night, and then like my friend got sick and we couldn't, or like we found out that they've got, you know, some event that they have to go to instead or something, you know, and it's just something small, and it shouldn't matter, but it really, really does. Like, if that happened to me now, I'd be like, oh damn, that sucks, but reschedule and whatever, we'll do it sometime soon. And like, I reschedule shit all the time now, and I still, I mean, like, not to say I still do get upset when stuff gets cancelled that I'm really looking forward to, and sometimes it makes me really upset, but it doesn't compare to when I was a kid and it was like extremely upsetting. And I look at something like Kana crying in a situation like that, and that's what I feel. Those feelings come out where it's like she was really looking forward to this trip. It was going to be the highlight of her fucking life, and now she feels like it's ruined because Akane's there. You know, luckily Akane is trying a little bit. Like, it's really difficult. The sort of fights between Akane and Kana where they're both wrong, like they're both in the wrong, because Kana is so sassy and bratty a lot of the time, but Akane now, because she's used to reacting to that, just refuses to be like properly nice to Kana, just out of spite, out of pure spite. And it's really like funny to watch them talking to each other, but it's also like very sad because it's like, you two could be awesome friends and get along really well, but you still have this rivalry going on. But that moment where Akane is just like scrutinizing her costume and stuff, but she's doing it because she deep down is a Kana fan and is trying to make her look good and is whatever. But and I loved that they showed that like the kids, both like them in their kid forms, and Akane like gushing over Kana in her kid form. It's just adorable. But yeah, anyway, I loved that. It was kind of cool to see more into like Aqua's hang-ups and his like past trauma, even from his previous life. I feel like we didn't know much about his previous life before, and we're like learning a lot more about that now, and how he's always kind of had this idea of parents and their responsibility, and he's like never taken parents for granted. Like, he's always considered parents to be something incredibly important to someone's life because of what's happened to him. So yeah, that was really interesting. And then the final thing, I think, is the idea of like Akane said in this episode, so Kana's really an idol, huh? And then Aqua goes, yeah. And then Akane goes, well, that means you probably shouldn't go on any more dates with her. Like, she's saying that not out of spite or jealousy. She's saying that out of like genuine care for both Kana and Aqua, where it's like, if you go on more dates with her, it's gonna it has the potential to fuck up her life. I dropped something, sorry. It has the potential to fuck up her life because of the way that idol culture is. And whenever I see that, like, Akane's right, but it's so frustrating to me how toxic Japanese idol culture is. And like, I absolutely hate that idea of like idols can't go on dates, they can't have relationships, and like any fans that see idols in a relationship get like jealous and pissed off, and they abuse them, and like they abuse both the idol and the partner, and it's just, like, all of that shit is so horrible and disgusting to me, like truly vile behavior, especially since I sort of as a way of life consider love to be the most important thing that we have. Doesn't just mean romantic love, that can also be familial love. It can also be like platonic love, how much you love your friends. But I do believe love is the most important thing that we have. And obviously romantic love isn't the only love that you need. And you also don't need romantic love necessarily. Some people are single and I'm single right now and I'm happy. I'm in a happy place in my life. But also, like, some people are single their entire lives. You know, like I would be looking for a relationship. I want at some point in my life to be in a relationship again and to be happy with it and be able to, like, be comfortable within that life. But I also feel like I've sort of made my peace with the fact that if I am always single, that's okay as well, and I will still be alright. However, with that being said, I love the fact that I have those options open. And if someone finds romantic love and they are in a relationship, that's a beautiful thing. That's an amazing thing that they should be allowed to enjoy and treasure. And when there are people who take that away from others, I mean, it's similar fucking awfulness is like LGBT rights and stuff, because people want love. And so, like, gay marriage, you know, people want to be together with the person that they love, and when other people come in and try to stop that, it's disgusting. It's like, it's really awful to me. So yeah, I like watch scenes like that, and I know Akane is right, and I know that she's basically like, look, the world sucks and idol culture sucks, but this is how it is, so you need to be careful. And she's right. She's completely right. It also just puts a pit in my stomach of how much I hate that side of that culture, and I truly hope that it changes more and more, and soon enough that part of the culture will not only be gone, but will be like disparaged. Like, it'll be a dark history that everyone knows we will never go back to those times, you know, because that was a horrible time in our fandom. That's what I hope, but who knows? Anyway, that is Oshinoko Season 2, Episode 12. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reactions and early access and exclusive videos for both this channel and my Gent Watches One Piece channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.